professional presence can potentially crash and burn if it's not inclusive of your true authenticity.
Take control of your career and compensation right now. It's your 5-minute career hack.
My early career interpretations of professional brand included executive presence, separating your business from your personal, leaving your feelings at the door, constant code switching, not sharing too much about your personal life, conform to the norms of physical appearance, and just frankly being what they wanted you to be, sometimes ignoring your own true values and beliefs. This included what you wore, what you said, and how you interacted with others. Whew, that's a lot, even for me. And what I've learned over the years after following these norms is that professional presence can potentially crash and burn if it's not inclusive of your true authenticity. There's that word, authenticity. Today in the workplace, we hear what seems like a buzz statement. Bring your whole self to work, or be your whole authentic self. I can recall even regurgitating these statements while I was still hiding key facts about myself in the workplace and operating in this conformity. Trust me, denying your true humanity leads to sleepless nights, burnout, an inability to truly connect with others, and poor performance. One of the most important statements that you're going to hear in this episode today, and I want you to really lean in and hear this. I spent so long fitting in and not believing that being me was enough. It took me over 10 years to learn that me not being my authentic self was actually being a disservice to all those who I was called to represent. No matter what role you hold, someone somewhere is watching and looking to you to model being authentic so they can feel empowered to do so as well. So do it for yourself first, and your impact will exceed the levels that you imagine them to reach. True authenticity is role model behavior. And that's that on that.
There's so much uncertainty in the economy, and with layoffs dominating the headlines, the conversations are not all positive. There's no need to sugarcoat it, and I won't do that with you. You might be feeling the pressure and the uncertainty, but that's normal. But you have more control than you could ever imagine or could think of. Having a strategic plan, career map, and a strong professional brand are key to navigating a shaky job market. Having your head down and only focused on doing a great job to keep your job isn't enough. If you're ready to take control of your career and compensation, regardless of what the economists are saying, the news, or the layoffs surrounding you, then you need to join our community today. A synergy exists when you have coaching, networking, and support in your career. Click the link in the description to learn more, and most importantly, release some of the anxiety about what's next. We can't wait to see you.
So what the hell does being your authentic self even mean? And how much of your authentic self is too much? None of it. Your authentic self is your truest form of you that is rooted in awareness, expression, and perception. And you've heard Alicia talk about expression over the last couple of episodes. Being yourself means that you acknowledge and accept your true thoughts, feelings, and belief, and you express them honestly and confidently. It also involves you being aware of your values and living in total alignment with them. You may not be there today, but evolving into authenticity means that you recognize your strengths and weaknesses and you are willing to learn and grow. Now, many people struggle to be their authentic selves at work due to fear of judgment or rejection from coworkers or superiors. Well, if they judge or reject you, should you change who you are? Absolutely not. As they say, not today. Some may feel pressure to present a certain image or persona in order to advance their careers. Being your fake self will produce unsatisfactory outcomes in your professional and your personal life. It may get you to where you want to be in the short term, but it can also lead to burnout and lack of joy in the long term. Now, you heard me talk a bit about authenticity and being you in our career shift episode 41, and I quoted one of my favorite business leaders, Caroline Wanga, and she said, "Who you are is who you are. If you can't be who you are, where you are, change where you are, not who you are. Wanda declares that one of the biggest drivers of her career success is her authenticity. She is known to overshare her personal life experiences, and in a recent interview, Wanda told CNBC that this is foundational to being a good leader. Telling the story of who you are is just as important as explaining the strategy of the business that you are running. When introducing herself to a new team, Wanda unapologetically shares a list of 20 slides that she calls her dimensions of difference. They cover everything from who she is, to where she's from, to what her family looks like, to being a D+ Christian who lives with depression and diabetes. And as Alicia mentioned, you'll also notice her self-expression through her clothing. She gave a profound talk about how she denounced the Target cardigan earlier in her career, making a decision to wear who she was with African attire, style-inspired glasses, and unapologetic hairstyles. The cardigans did not elevate her professional presence, but the moment that she was not afraid to wear what made her feel good as a person and a leader was actually the turning point in her bringing her best self to work. Now, as you can see, her self-awareness, self-expression, performance, and presence has only upgraded, not deteriorated with this approach. This is just the first episode of the self-awareness series, so I want you to stay close and bring your whole self to these episodes so you can receive the blessings that are going to increase your own self-awareness.
Now, the 5-minute career hack, we call this hacking. Look at you just did it. And you don't have to stop here. Take one step every week and ensure that you are pouring into you and getting closer to your career goals. Yep, you see that button down there? Hit subscribe, but don't stop there, because you know what they say, sharing is caring. So take 5 and we'll see you next week.